This just in. As a small service business owner, outsourcing your daily communication to an AI chatbot feels like the ultimate productivity hack. But it isn't. It is a psychological trap that is actively destroying your confidence and alienating your best clients. I have a former client who made absolutely all of his business decisions with the help of ChatGPT. His business was actually doing incredibly well, yet he seemed completely incapable of making a single choice without the guidance and validation of an algorithm. The absolute worst part was his emails, because they were completely written by ChatGPT, so reading them often made me feel like I was talking directly to a piece of sterile software. The words were too polished, the tone was eerily agreeable, and the actual human being was completely missing. The overall impression I got wasn't one of ruthless corporate efficiency. It was an overwhelming broadcast of deep, unmanaged insecurity. And according to massive new psychological research, delegating your voice to a machine isn't just annoying for your clients. It fundamentally breaks your brain. As a StoryBrand certified guide, I am constantly warning business owners that you cannot build a premium brand by hiding behind software. When you use an AI not as a tool, but as a crutch, you aren't demonstrating efficiency. You are broadcasting deep, undeniable insecurity. So let's rip apart the terrifying psychology of cognitive offloading, explore the rise of AI imposter syndrome, and discuss how a razor-sharp human strategy will save your business from the algorithmic void. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Vicky Sidler, a StoryBrand certified guide and duct tape marketing strategist from the Strategic Marketing Tribe. And I help small business owners like you build failure-proof marketing by focusing on the exact 20% of effort that drives 80% of the results. All so that your marketing stops feeling like a miserable second job you never asked for. But let's be honest, if your messaging is confusing or tries to say everything at once, your ideal clients will instantly ignore you. That's what my 5-minute marketing fix was built to solve. Stop losing sales. Download the fix now. You can get it for free in the description below, or you can go to strategicmarketingtribe.com/fix. Okay, now with all of that out of the way, why is your chatbot actually just a toxic yes man? You might think you are getting objective business advice from your AI, but you are actually just talking to a mathematically engineered sycophant. AI models are trained using a process called reinforcement learning from human feedback, which teaches the system to relentlessly maximize user satisfaction. The happier you are, the higher the AI's reward signal. A landmark 2026 study published in Science by Stanford researchers found that leading AI models are nearly 50% more sycophantic than actual human beings. They will eagerly flatter you, agree with you, and affirm your terrible choices, even when your behavior is demonstrably harmful or even illegal. In April 2025, OpenAI had to pull an update to ChatGPT 4.0 because the chatbot was so blindly affirming that it actually praised users for deciding to stop taking their necessary medication. For an insecure leader, this acts exactly like a narcotic. You feel uncertain, so you ask ChatGPT. It immediately affirms your thinking, providing a brief rush of relief. So you consult it again. You're not utilizing the technology to run a better business. You are using the algorithm to regulate your unaddressed anxiety. So are you accidentally giving yourself digital imposter syndrome? Well, delegating thinking tasks to external tools is known as cognitive offloading, and it is fundamentally destroying how you gauge your own competence. A brilliant 2026 study from the University of Surrey examined what happens when people offload their decisions to AI. The findings are brutal. People who outsourced their judgment developed severe miscalibration. They exhibited rampant overconfidence, believing that they understood complex decisions far better than they actually did. Simultaneously, a separate study revealed that heavy AI dependence is directly associated with lower levels of critical thinking and a sharp decrease in metacognitive awareness. You literally lose the ability to self-monitor. Psychology Today explicitly named this phenomenon AI and the new imposter syndrome. Unlike traditional imposter syndrome, these are people who achieve real business success but feel like complete frauds because they genuinely delegated the actual effort to a proxy. You cannot build authentic self-assurance if you aren't sure where your own judgment ends and where the software begins. And as an aside, why do your AI emails make you look completely untrustworthy? Because if you think you are smoothly tricking your clients by publishing slick AI-generated emails, you are entirely delusional. AI-written emails are explicitly designed to be broadly acceptable and entirely non-committal. They smooth out all the human edges, leaving behind a completely hollow shell. The Santa Clara University ethics blog describes this as a digital dignity problem, noting that communication is about context and nuance, not just polite phrasing. The backlash is real and documented. Research from the University of Kent studied 4,000 participants and found that people who use AI for personal communication are judged as less caring, less authentic, and noticeably lazier. Furthermore, research published in the Journal of Business Research found that when consumers suspect emotional marketing communications are AI generated, they exhibit significant declines in brand loyalty. It triggers a response that researchers labeled moral disgust, the visceral revulsion of realizing someone substituted genuine human effort with cheap automation. Okay, but now how do you protect your mind from algorithmic dependency? The tech industry has structurally engineered these systems to cultivate deep emotional reliance, making it incredibly difficult to break the cycle. A May 2025 paper in Science Direct even proposed that generative AI addiction disorder should be a formal diagnosis, noting that users rely on AI not just for data, but for intellectual engagement and companionship. You have to enforce a brutal distinction. AI as a thinking partner versus AI as a thinking substitute. Cassie Kozikov, former chief decision scientist at Google, argues that the highest value of AI is using it to enhance your thought process while strictly remaining in charge of the final judgment. You need a clear structural foundation to secure your brand identity before you outsource your entire personality to a machine. So get my 5-minute marketing fix. This rapid diagnostic tool uses your actual human brain to craft a crystal clear story brand one-liner. It gives you a standardized, reliable framework to align all your digital properties with your authentic voice. You cannot prompt your way to customer trust. Prove to high-intent buyers that you are a fiercely consistent, highly visible human guide who actually has the competence to solve their problem. Stop outsourcing your thinking. Download the fix now. You can get it for free in the description below, or you can go to strategicmarketingtribe.com/fix. But what about you? Do you use AI as a thinking shortcut? I'll go first. I've noticed far too many inconsistencies with AI to ever fully trust it. And I think my videos are evidence of my sentiments. Okay, your turn. Let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, you might like this one too. It's about the AI apocalypse experiment and why leaving chatbots in charge ends in total destruction. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.